to episode 1394 of the Multifamily Collective. Today, tonight, this evening, almost evening, I wanted to talk about excellence. And I want to take you back to a moment in time. It was probably like 1996, 97, 98, plus minus. I was living in Lubbock, Texas at the time. I had just taken a position as a leasing consultant at a property called the beautiful Willow Hill, but that later became an assistant manager's position for a company called EPT Management. I think they're based in El Paso, Texas. And this story is about that moment in time. The El Chaparral was the name of the property. And the maintenance supervisor at the time, actually it was a maintenance technician. His name was Joe. And Joe came into the office one Saturday. I was working on a Saturday and Joe was working, and he came in and he said, "Look, I am working in this unit. I can't stand it." He was just basically complaining about the time spent to do unit turns, the time to do work orders. Joe was aspiring. He wanted to be a maintenance supervisor. He wanted to grow in the organization. At the time, I was reading a book called The Magic of Thinking Big. I think Dr. David Schwartz was the author. And in that book, it's been many years since I've read it, but in the book, there's a story about picking something about your job or picking something about your personal life or just picking something and becoming excellent at that thing. Now, there's two steps to excellence. The first step is choosing to be excellent, choosing to do work that is excellent, choosing not to do work that is less than excellent. So first step is choosing. That's the easiest part. Then you spend the rest of your life working to get to excellence. And for Joe, I took that particular chapter out of that book and I walked over to the unit with Joe, and Joe was talking about caulking at the time. It was a tiled tub. He needed to recaulk the tub because the caulk didn't look that great. But he took me over there because he wanted to leave the caulk. He wanted me to give him his opinion, my opinion about the caulk. And I went over and I said, "Look, it's bad. You got to take it out. And you have to replace it." And scraping it out was kind of a chore. So anyway, long story short, I said to Joe, "Look, do you want to be excellent? Do you really want to be excellent? Do you want to get to the maintenance supervisor role and position?" He said, "Yes, I definitely do." And then I said, "Let's pick this. Let's just pick this, the caulking. Not only the caulking in and around the tub and the tiles, but along the bottom of the tub, around the commode, around the baseboards in the unit. This is old stuff, old properties." And I said, let's do it together right now. Let's just scrape all this stuff out of here, and then you put it back in an excellent way. And from now on, you look at this caulk job that you're doing, and you do that with excellence in every single unit that you turn from this point on. That's going to be your thing. You're going to become the master of that, the master of excellence as it relates to doing this presentation in every one of these units. What happened over time is that particular takeoff moment with caulking translated to other things in Joe's life as it related to work. So all of a sudden, the next thing in the unit turn, he did with excellence, right? Let's say there's a checklist of 40 things. Over the course of time, he ticked off each one of those things and he started producing them with excellence. And guess what happened to Joe? He got promoted. He got promoted. But the point that I'm making with this now longer than 3 minutes is, if you really want to get yourself promoted, you really want to achieve a status of meaningful work and remarkable work, and memorable work, you have to take 2 steps. One is choose to be excellent, which is hard. I mean, easy. Second part is hard. You're going to work the rest of your life to get to excellence. You're going to resign yourself to the fact that you're going to have to be a lifelong learner and a lifelong practitioner of excellence. No matter what it is you're pursuing, you have to pursue it with vigor, with zest, and it's ongoing and it's forever. You never actually reach the point of excellence or perfection. Maybe you get to excellence, but you'll never get to perfection. But the point is who you become along the way. It's the journey that matters most. It's all the adversity that you're going to experience along the way of trying to achieve excellence. But when you look back over a long bit of time and where you started and where you end and who you become in between here, that's the thing you're going to be most proud of when you go on a pursuit of excellence. So choose to be that and then get after it. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.